Like when I go out with my parents sometimes, me and my parents sometimes will kind of fight over the check.
Because I know you, yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't ever feel bad when they pay for the bill because to me, that's just an advance on my inheritance.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Worst Asian Podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. My name is Lingjie. I'm here with my co-host, Ben.
Why'd you have to say so Asian?
Say what Asian?
You're like, so Asian.
So Asian. No.
Asian.
Well,
Asian.
people on YouTube and Spotify can see that I'm also trying to multitask with my hands. Do you ever get into like
Hey, yo, chill, bro.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Hey.
You ever do the thing where when you're like, when you're trying to, no, not that thing.
Because you're taking awfully long to like process those words there.
I'm trying to say when you're doing something else and you're only using like
multitasking.
Yes, that's
Holy crap! What the fuck? I was like, what are you trying to say right now? You meant multitask?
When you're multitasking,
the thing I could barely do.
The thing you can barely do. When you're multitasking, part of you is on autopilot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah,
I was focused on opening this protein shake in front of me. So the part of me that was talking into the mic was on autopilot, and I guess that person is very Asian.
Oh, like subconsciously,
I was going like, "What Asian?"
Also, let's say thanks for the milk. I thought it was pronounced
What?
I didn't know it was abbreviated.
Guys, you can't see
milk.
this. I'll put this up to the camera. I'm drinking a pre-made glass bottle of muscle milk.
Yeah, protein shake.
It's a protein shake.
Yeah. Holy crap! You're like, yeah.
I forgot how to speak this week.
Let's say, yeah. Lingjie's doing a protein shake. Lingjie gave me one, but it says muscle milk for MM. But I literally looked at it.
Guys, if there's like an Asian brand of protein, please let me know because it would be nice to give them a free plug. I don't know if there is. Maybe like there's one
soy
made of
milk. It's just soy milk. What's that? Vitasoy? Vitasoy doesn't count.
Dude, you know Vitasoy has no soy, right?
Are you serious?
Vita is the brand of those carton drinks.
Okay.
I think Vita Soy is the soy one. I'm processing in my head right now.
Okay, you're kidding when you said like. It's funny because Lingjie literally right before recording, Lingjie likes to give like a pep talk about like what we need to improve on. So there's things that Lingjie knows what he wants to improve.
It's not a pet talk. It's a rant. It's a pre-recording rant about all the things you're doing wrong, Ben, and the things you have to improve on.
See how I'm like, yeah, thanks for the pep talk. Lingjie is like, no, dude, these are demands. These are actual fucking demands. And I said, this is a pep talk. Pep talk
implies I care about you and I know you'll improve.
Yo,
this is a reminder. So hopefully the short-term memory part of your brain talks a little bit better into the mic so that when I do the post-editing, have to do less work to fix all your stuttering.
That I do know. And
your moist lips and your coughing. But the coughing, I guess you can't really help. Ben, how have you been this week? Actually, I don't give a shit about how you've been this week.
Yeah, what the fuck? You literally called me. I took a breath. I was like, and he's like, shut the fuck up.
The only thing I want to know, I don't give a shit why you're late today. I don't give a shit why you missed the last two.
There's one thing.
Is your dad okay?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, fine. As long as I know that part, I don't give a fuck what your reason is.
Oh my God.
Guys, if you tune into last week's episode, you know that when Ben misses a podcast recording of his own mistake.
Yes.
Non-health related for his family.
Yes.
Non-last minute work emergency.
Yes.
He has to Venmo me money.
Yes.
Ben, please take out your phone.
I only have cash. I'm giving you cash.
Ben,
I wanted to give you cash.
You're going to give me cash?
Yeah, because this motherfucker. Wait, did you explain the increments?
Oh, yes. So on last week's episode, I said that when Ben missed a week of recording when it's completely his fault, as in he oversleeps, he owes me $50. And every subsequent missed recording of his own stupidity increases $10. So what is 50 plus 10, Ben? Yeah.
Fucker.
This is how a stripper feels.
Yep. That's right.
Actually, this is all 20s.
Lingjie is genuinely happy right now. He's like, these are all 20s.
I do not feel guilty about taking your money whatsoever.
I know that.
I don't care.
Also, I'm not lying. I feel like I deserve it. That's why I don't.
Ben, you don't have to feel like you deserve it. You 100% deserve to lose money. I lose my sanity. I have more cortisol being injected into my body from all the stress I've had to deal with you. This barely covers, this is one bottle of whiskey. This is one
Wow.
okay bottle of whiskey right here.
What if I just kept getting? No, actually, that'll make me feel bad. That means I'm like feeding into alcoholism.
Oh yeah.
You might actually
buy
start
alcohol
drinking.
with this. I'll buy my son a nice toy with this.
All right, fine. That makes me feel better.
Okay, you shouldn't feel better. You don't deserve to feel better. we had a long talk about this process on last week's episode, so I'm not gonna get into it. If you want, listen to last week's episode.
So the reason why for this one I don't feel bad about giving him the money because I canceled twice. One was family related. The other one, I woke up and then I messaged Lingjie because Lingjie will at least give me like a heads up, like we're recording or something.
I'm not your fucking assistant.
I know. I didn't say that.
Pep talks, reminders. You don't pay me enough for this.
I'm not. I know, but I was just like, okay. I messaged with you like we messaged back and forth, and then like I said I'm bugging. So I thought like, but Lingjie didn't. I'm not saying it's your fault. This is not me saying
Never
it's your
my fault.
All right, but
You don't have to explain yourself.
I
It's never
woke
my
up-
fault.
I don't know. I woke up and I messaged him. I went back to sleep going, oh, I thought we had to record. Thank God. And I went back to sleep. And then the next few days, Lingjie's like, pretty much Lingjie's like, yo, you were supposed to come to record. And then I felt so bad. I didn't even want to talk to him. I didn't even.
You know, there's more layers to the story that in which you should feel even worse. Because I specifically rescheduled my life.
Yes, I know. I remember the two specific things you pointed out. I read it and I was like, I cannot say anything. There's a lot of times I read it, I just can't say shit and it's not even like there's not even a point where I'm angry. The only time I was ever
bitch, you never shaken.
I know. I'm just saying it for the listeners. Jeez, not you, motherfucker. Look at this. He just straight up goes like, "You fucking bitch."
I think you thinking about getting angry is making me angry.
But I don't. I'm saying I don't. I do not. I'm saying the only time I did get angry is when our other friends, our fucking fat friend out there, I love you, and our CTO. That one time. That was the only time I was like, "Oh fuck this shit." That was the only time. But with Lingjie, yeah, I deserve it. So yeah,
All right, guys. Hopefully, we don't have to talk about this kind of crap way too often. We'll get into the actual topic of this episode very quickly. I just want to give a quick shout out to people that leave us some feedback on Apple and Spotify. Actually, on Spotify, you can't really leave written feedback, but on Apple, you can. So, once again, a quick reminder at the beginning of this time that if you do enjoy our content, go on your Apple or Spotify. Very quickly, it takes like 3 seconds. Just leave us a 5-star review. Give us your favorite choice of emojis. Or you can leave us a nice written review. The most recent one I got, that was kind of funny. Ben, I'm not sure if you saw this.
Okay.
Shout out to you. I don't have a name here, just a username in which I'm not going to give out. Feel free to reach back out to me later. I always feel great after listening, despite how dumb the podcast is. I always finish the episode smarter about something.
I don't think you're using. I think that was a typo, my friend.
No. That's exactly what it says. So shout out to you. We appreciate you taking the time to give us a written review. Once again, if you guys don't want to write anything, because I know sometimes it's kind of weird to write anything publicly, just give us your favorite choice of emojis.
Yeah, or send us a DM if you want in private.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so just a quick thing there. Okay, today what we're going to be talking about, and this has been on the chopping block or on our list of to-dos for a while, is both you and I are Asian, and we're the eldest sons within our family.
Oh yeah.
Me specifically, I'm an only child, so by default, I am the oldest, the youngest, the middle, the greatest.
Here we go. He's gonna say something like bullshit, like I'm the omnipotent. I am the one or some shit. I am the all being or
Well,
some
technically,
shit.
I am the only one.
Oh my
that's
god!
very
See,
true.
there you have to fit the one in there.
Okay. I want to get into the fact that when you're the oldest kid, and we can speak from personal experience as the oldest kids in the family, that it feels a little bit different. And I know it's not true for everyone, right?
Right.
Because some people can be the oldest, but they just either personal choice or because their parents don't want them to have too much
Parents could have just been they fucked up on the first one. That's what usually happens, bro. The first one's an experiment, bro. You don't realize that. It's like
Spoiler alert.
we're
talking about Ben.
Well, you two technically we're both the experiments, bro. It's like, oh shit. Let's try this way.
And then we'll tie it into like how that relates to being Asian. Like, is being the oldest boy, son, or the oldest kid
Female.
in general like different when you're an Asian person as opposed to when you're like in the Western culture? Just a quick side note: if you guys hear raindrops in the background, I'm not adding fake ambiance. There's actually a thunderstorm behind us right now.
Yeah, this is not the Calm app.
This is not the calm app.
This is not white noise. This is not the asthma
So
version of it.
if you guys hear something in the background, there's literally a thunderstorm happening in our neighborhood right now.
Or someone is peeing behind our backs. A couple people.
For like a whole hour.
Yeah.
So in case you guys do hear that, I'll try to take that out if possible, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Ben.
Yes.
You have a brother.
Oh shit, I hear it.
You hear it too, right?
Yeah, I hear it now. Oh crap! I have a younger brother. Yes.
You have a younger brother. I am the only child. We've said this multiple times.
Uh huh.
Do you ever wish you were either an only child? Do you ever wish you were the youngest kid? And I'll ask myself the same question later.
Oh. That's a good question. I don't want to say more the merrier, but I always thought like, what if I had a sister?
A sister.
Yeah.
So you don't even care if they're older or younger. You just wish you had a female sibling.
Yeah, and also, I wish I had an older sibling. It doesn't matter if it was a brother or a sister.
Oh, so you want someone older?
Yeah.
And you want an older sister. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's a very roundabout way of saying you want an older sister.
For the older part, it could be a brother or a sister. But
Okay.
I always did wonder if I had a sister, whether younger or older.
Why? So you could be a big older brother, so you can have more responsibilities that you wouldn't be very good at.
No. I think as an older brother, I think there was a lot of things I did really well. Then of course, there's things I wish I could have changed. I also do wish I had someone older than me. Only because I do feel, especially at my age now, it's like, damn, I wish I had better direction, I guess. Because I feel like
Bro, you act like you imply, and not to interrupt you with insults of you, but that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, if you had someone older than you who's trying to give you better direction,
Yeah.
you think that would make your life better?
I mean, I'm not trying to use an excuse. I'm just saying, I think I'm the type of person where, especially my younger years, I never tried thinking for myself. Decide like, what do I want to do or anything. That's what I'm saying. I know you think I don't think at all. But what I'm saying is like,
no, I'm just trying to see why that would lead to you wanting an older sibling. Because us, your close-knit friend circle, we in some ways are your pseudo brothers. And I am technically the oldest by a few months. And I am
because
I'm just trying to say that sometimes when I give you advice as like a pseudo older brother, you don't necessarily take the advice and go out and like do it. You absorb the advice, but then you just shit it right back out.
So great example that you mentioned that. I totally agree with what you're saying. I guess the reason why I say like older brother or sister is because as we gotten older, we spend a lot less time. You have an incredible amount of responsibilities on your side.
Oh, you mean a sibling you would be forced to spend more time with
exactly.
just because they're the same household?
Yeah, the relationship ultimately still is going to be different only because they're in, my vicinity. Where like now it's like, as we got older, it's not that our relationship, has faded because we still act the same way.
But each person has their own life that they deal with.
So
you do realize that only applies if all the siblings stay at home. Like
I know.
People get married and they move away.
I know. So
just because you love staying at home doesn't.
I don't love staying at home for the record.
Apparently you do.
No, I don't. Trust me. I love it. I do love it, but
Ben,
I do also hate it.
You're never gonna afford to move out if you constantly have to pay me money for not showing up to these recordings. You know, right?
That's true too.
Eventually, it's gonna equal rent money.
Actually, yeah. I was like, damn, if I hit 1,000, that's a lot of money. I was like.
I mean, for less than 1,000, you can do like an apartment share with someone. Technically,
I mean, before COVID, I was living, with my lady at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So there have been times where I did move out and stuff, but I would say
you can ask me the same question. This is the part where I ask myself.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's my general view of things. Is I just wish if I had someone older, maybe they would go through it, and then they could tell me like, I think I'm the type where I react better to. I don't want to say like more extreme circumstances. But unfortunately, I'm the type of person that needs to go through really extreme circumstances.
Is it too late for you to join the military?
I'm getting to the point where it is going to be too late.
No, I mean...
I can't afford it. That's the problem. Like I generally can't. I think about all the time about the military.
Can you actually join at your age, 36 years old?
I think the cutoff is 36 or 38.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that they take people that late in their lives, too.
Yeah. I think as long as you're physically capable.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Then you're not.
Wow. There you go.
You could be 29, and if you're in your current state, they would reject you.
Hey! I did okay in that 10K. That gave me a lot of leeway to like, okay, I'm not that shitty. You
know what I just learned recently? In South Korea, the mandatory military thing for men.
Yes.
Those 2 or 3 years or whatever.
Yeah, 2.
I actually heard that if you're like below a certain physical
capacity,
then you don't have to do that. You do some alternative thing.
Like you become like a janitor.
I don't know,
2 years.
but you do something else where you don't have to be in the active military. You do something else because you're physically not capable.
That makes sense because there's probably some like handicap, or some kind of
for those people, obviously.
Yes.
But you could also just be really, really fat. And you're not qualified physically to be there.
I did
and
not
someone
know
that lives in South Korea, please correct me if I'm wrong. But
I would like to know too.
But I heard this through someone else that's actually the case where of course, if you're handicapped physically, then you don't have to do it. But there's actually a certain gap where you
Yeah.
could just be really unhealthy and fat, and you actually would not have to.
So I would just get fucking.
You might.
Whoa, bro! I'm not that bad.
What I was gonna say is,
What?
if you really wanted to
What?
not do the military, you could really just gain on the weight prior to the time that you have to go do the test or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
and you can
that's
not go
true.
in.
It's kind of like you're getting drafted for like, you know how something like Charles Barkley, a famous NBA player, he's purposely sabotaged himself because he didn't want to get drafted by a certain team.
Oh, so you don't get drafted too high.
Yeah, so he ballooned his weight up to 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And they still drafted his fat ass. So he's like, he was complaining. He's like, no, I don't only did I get drafted by this team I hated. I'm a fat ass now.
Oh shit! Just imagine you're in South Korea. You think that you can gain
Like
all the
you-
weight,
yeah, yeah.
so you start chugging down like the Big Macs and like the bonchons and like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Korean
yeah.
fried chicken. You go there and they'll be like, "Yeah, we're no longer doing that. You all have to come no matter what."
Yeah, we actually really need you. So yeah, your fingers work perfect. We're bringing you on board.
You spend all that time just like packing on the weight,
Yeah.
and then you still have to join the military.
Yeah, but what about you? Actually, I think we talked about it privately amongst our friends. But yeah, did you ever think about like, you know, do you want to be the all-knowing?
I am 100% happy being the only kid. I don't miss having.
You don't second guess it.
I don't second guess it. I don't ever think if I had someone else, because I'm fairly competent in my own abilities to take care of my parents. I don't need to rely on other people. This
Yeah.
sounds very narcissistic when I
No,
say
it's
this out
not.
loud.
No, you're very competent.
I just
It's okay to say that.
I trust in myself to get stuff done, and I don't take advice from people very well. That's probably the other. No, I'm saying that's a flaw in me that I probably don't take advice from other people very well.
Do you feel like you're actually? Yeah, you kind of.
Ben's answering his own question.
You come off like I am a know-it-all.
I do. But that's because I know it all.
But you know what it is? See, I love how you try to say I'm the narcissist, and then like you just
Dude, I admit I'm a narcissist.
Yeah. Okay.
Number one, to have a podcast, I've said this multiple times, you have to be a bit narcissistic because you think your voice, your opinions, your whatever is good enough for the world to hear it. Just doing a podcast itself means you have a bit of narcissism.
Yeah, I remember you always said that. I was like, it's for fun.
But as a personality trait, I admit that I do have a lot of that. So I don't ever like want, nor do I miss, or do I ever hypothetically
like, I'm not
think
sure
about.
shit.
But the only times I've remotely thought about that is like sometimes when I'm thinking about like late term stage of my parents' life, or if I'm thinking about like when my parents get sick and stuff. It would be nice to have like another sibling there for emotional support, even if that sibling like is not doing the heavy lifting in terms of like taking care of the parents or like getting their doctor's visits. Just having another person that's DNA related, I think is a little bit different.
Yeah, of course.
Credit to my wife and everything. She's always been like such a sweetheart when I need to deal with my parents' health. But just I think having another sibling who just would care in that same way that I do, that same attachment. But aside from that part, I don't think I ever really think about it.
I guess like you said, there's a lot of things to factor.
Yeah, your dad's sick right now, but your dad fucking doesn't trust your younger sibling to take care of him. He specifically asked you.
Yes, he literally waited for me. I still remember like he'd rather suffer more and wait for me to take him to the emergency room
than to ask your brother in that moment.
And I remember I was telling him to take my younger brother. He's like, no, I refuse.
What does he think your brother's gonna do? Like send him to like the veterinarian or something?
You know what it is, man? It's like you see me and I know we're friends, but he is even way worse than me. Which is like to you, that's like holy shit, that's fucking mind boggling.
That's like whenever Dragon Ball Z or like Dragon Ball Super, like Goku has a new transformation, and you're like, oh, I guess they ran out of colors this time. He's blue now.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, yeah.
Was it Super Instinct? Right? Is that what they call it?
Yes, he's up to Super Instinct right now.
He is Super Instinct. And like my dad feels like even if he knows that I will still try to make sure I cover all the bases better than my brother.
Do you think your brother, because he's your sibling and he has the same set of parents and he's at home right now, he should theoretically help in taking care of your parents? Technically, he has a part responsibility in all that.
Of course.
Do you feel that because he's there and he's not doing anything for the most part, that he's actually like a hindrance and making your life more difficult? Not to throw him under the bus, but I'm just trying as a hypothetical.
No.
Would it be easier if he was not there?
Yes and no. There's parts in our lives where it got so stressful that I was gonna like secretly like I don't know like enlist him or something.
What the fuck did you say?
Yeah, I was gonna change the lock on the doors. I was gonna.
Can you send him to South Korea? Oh, he's not a citizen there.
No, he's not.
So
he's
he wouldn't have to. Okay.
So yeah, there was a lot of things, and I remember I went at him aggressively, like for years about. I was like, bro, the fact that like I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna ask you to help out financially,
Yeah.
but can you just help out at home? For you, you're like, dude, that's like a given. You wish you don't have to do any financial responsibility, right?
No, I do because I'm a control freak, so
Alright, so
I
let's just
enjoy
say-
doing all that.
But the fact that like it's an option, you know what I'm saying? That's like a luxury. Like,
Oh,
you're
like the option to not do any of that.
not work, right? Not even like part time, right? So it did cause a lot of hindrance between our relationships. It got to the point where my dad was even saying like, I only have one son.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, like
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna probably throw your brother under the bus a little
Yeah.
bit during this episode, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
when
yeah.
your father says that I'm better off if you weren't here,
yeah,
in whatever context,
that's how bad it was.
that's not
Yeah,
cool.
and then my mom would be like, "Oh, don't say that," and then there was a lot of friction between them. Almost felt like prison.
Is that why they've kind of given up on them, and like you, for the most part, have
I've
kind of given them?
Yeah, but now he's gotten better. It's still not that fucking great.
It's like a snail, right?
It's yeah. I know you think I am the snail. He's almost like a snail that has salt on it, like on a hot summer night, a day or whatever.
He should be dead soon.
He should be dead soon. It's bad, and he's gotten much better.
That's the other part of it too, with that I don't have as the oldest kid, because this conversation is mainly about what your responsibilities are to your older parents.
Yes,
But as the oldest sibling, you also have responsibilities somewhat to take care of your other younger siblings.
yeah,
That's the part
yes.
that I have the luxury of not having to worry about.
Yeah,
If I had like siblings to take care of, because I have that nourishing part of me that's very,
you are very giving, though. I will give you that.
not in a very good way, but I'm
you
saying,
do it in a douchey way.
but
That's fine.
But I feel like I would, by default, take care of my siblings if they were like in other shitty
Yeah,
situations.
I agree.
And I don't have to deal with that at all whatsoever. So that's where it kind of sucks for you, because you are the oldest kid. Do you think it would be slightly different if, let's say, hypothetically, you were the younger brother, your sibling was the older brother, and he was just as useless, so you're the younger
man.
one? Would you still feel obligated to take care of your useless older brother?
I would still, yes. But
Do you think so? Because you're thinking from your mindset right now.
You know what's funny? With my father, he likes to point out the roles, I guess, of a Korean traditional nuclear family.
Yeah.
He tells me straight up, you are the oldest son. Not the oldest daughter. You are the oldest son.
He's very old school.
You're going to take the grunt of everything.
Oh.
Like, he admitted that to me
Yeah.
from a very young age. Like, you're going to be the first one. Right? But at the same time, if you fuck up, your brother's going to he's going to take it with you.
Right.
So there's times when I grew up and I was fucking up, and my brother was a casualty because of it.
Oh, so in some ways, you fucking up is like a double fuck up.
Exactly.
Then he gets
Right.
the brunt of it as well.
Right. And that's where, I guess I try to learn to forgiveness, especially.
That's a lot of stress.
That is, yes. Especially the way my dad was conveying it. Because my dad was a very typical Korean angry person.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure he struggled with PTSD. Still now, he's much better now. But I guess for my brother, I think it ruined him, where it technically for me, it made me realize I could be better.
I'm not going to say it for you, or I might be saying it for you, but I think it's better off if you were the only child in your specific situation.
Maybe, yeah.
And this is not anything personal against your brother. I just think, given what you just talked about, given some of the other things I know about your family structure, I think it would be easier both financially, emotionally, because it's not
I agree.
He's taking any of the burden off of you. You still have to deal with all your parental stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
It's just that it's like an added hindrance. It's like how I just want you to show up and you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring it back,
No,
but
no,
it's
no,
true
no,
though.
no,
It's like you're becoming a hindrance to this podcast.
Right.
In reality, if you just did your bare minimum, it's like your brother, right? If he just did his bare minimum,
Yes.
if he took your father to the hospital instead of the vet, then he's good to go, right?
It just sucks because I am my own worst enemy in that sense.
100%.
Yeah. So it's
You have no one to blame for all your shit except yourself. Then.
exactly. And see, like, it sucks because I'm not consistent with it. Oh shit! There's a point where like, yo, Ben, you're doing great, and then like it just.
I've always said this about you. You don't deal with obstacles on the road very well. So you could be like cruising, everything's going well. Once you hit a couple bumps, you're like fucked up.
Yeah.
That's just how you are.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, like you'll just stop the car in the middle of the road and just stare at those bumps instead of just like driving past the bumps.
Right.
That's just the kind of person you are, which is why I'm saying I feel actually kind of bad for you that you are the oldest kid, because I don't think, knowing you very well, that you're mentally built to to deal with all this.
And that's what I'm saying. I wish I had an older sibling.
Yes. Okay, now I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Finally, I get what you were saying. It took only like 20 minutes, but I understand why you want an older brother.
Because I think I would be able to, not only look up to them, I'm hoping they're, a better version of me. Put it this way, like it got to the point where, how you said that, like, I like living at home and stuff. No, at one point I was always like, every time I was leaving home,
I know
it was just like, oh, my dad who wasn't doing jack shit, my brother not doing jack shit, who both hate each other, and I have to go, and and me and my mom, we have to be the breadwinner, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it already starts your day off in the worst way possible, subconsciously even.
I also wonder sometimes when I look at our non-Asian friends if it's the same case for like white people, where it's not, right?
No, dude.
I think
yeah, we don't want to generalize.
Right.
You're right.
In any country, there is a bit of like, if you are the oldest male or like the eldest person, you just happen to be a son, you do get a lot of that responsibility on your shoulders, regardless in all cultures across.
Yeah.
But I do think in some Western cultures, Ben just killed a mosquito on my wall.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
What are you gonna do with the body of the mosquito? Here is the wrapper of my milk, of my protein shake.
All right, go on. Let's go.
Just remind me to wipe that mosquito off the wall later. What was I saying? Okay, in Western culture, I do think they are more forgiving in case like the oldest son isn't as responsible. Like it's okay for there to be a diffusion of responsibilities among the other siblings, regardless if they're male, regardless if like they're the youngest one, the oldest one.
Yeah.
I think in Asian cultures, it's less acceptable for you to be the oldest male and to be a fuck up.
Yeah, so in Korean culture, I don't know if it's the same thing in Chinese culture. You know what I asked about my dad? So we're having, me and my dad were talking, right? And it was one point where like, I told my dad, I was like, Dad, like, just kick him out of the house. I'll change the locks. I'll get him off the family plan, everything.
The family plan, the cell phone plan?
That I'm paying for. That I've been paying for since college.
That's like a $10 savings. Give him his cell phone plan at least.
I don't care. He doesn't deserve it. The fact that, like, he doesn't chip in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got a free cell phone thing, and I'm giving him cell phone.
Do you give him your Netflix password?
No, thank God. Fuck that. But you get what I'm saying? So,
yes.
I asked, I was like, why don't you just kick him out, right? Like, he's a grown-ass man. And my dad said, he's like, son, this is the thing. In Korean culture, if you have like, a piece of shit, not even a piece of shit, just
a not adequate son.
Yeah, like a deadbeat, right?
Right, okay.
It's okay for that deadbeat to live with the parents until they're fucking until they die.
If they're a guy, you're saying?
I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I don't know. That part, I'm not gonna, that part, if you listeners can help me out on, I'm not too sure. But yeah, my dad already said that. He's like, yeah, it's fine.
So he's okay with your younger male sibling
living
at home.
Living with him, but the problem with my dad...
Would he be okay with you living at home with him full term and being a deadbeat?
No.
And that's what I mean. Like, you carry all the burdens of it by default, and you're not built for it, which is why I feel kind of bad for you. Would you sometimes rather be a female in your exact situation?
No.
But traditionally, if you are the female, let's say your brother was just as useless, but you're a female, your dad and your mom might pressure him a little bit more to do more. Because in that hypothetical case, he is the only male.
I would say yes, maybe.
Even though he's younger.
Maybe. These are really good, like, Marvel multiverse questions.
He might feel it too.
He might.
Because he has you to like fall back on, or like subconsciously he's like, oh, Ben would just do everything, so I don't have to do shit.
I think for most part, I didn't understand like the amount of burden and stress I was going through. And I would just be like, yeah, fuck it, it's fine, whatever. Hence what you were saying. So I always just try to see what I do have.
Yeah.
Hence that's why it's like, it's not that bad. Even if I, like I have like an emotional breakdown, I'm like, yo, it's not going to be that bad. And I truly do believe like it will get better eventually.
Yeah.
I always felt like that. And I'm seeing it now, like, thank God. I don't know if it's because of COVID, but in a way, some reasons COVID kind of helped our family a lot.
Yeah.
So
the few benefits of it was I got to spend a couple years really like spending much more time with my family, with my parents specifically, than I would have prior to it, because they stopped working for a little bit. I continued to not work during the same period of time. And,
he's like, God damn it, there's a pandemic.
And then we practice bubble living, where it's just a few select people can see each other, without masks, whatever. But as long as you all conform to the people just within that bubble, it was a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there is the benefits of that. And I think a lot of people did get closer. But I can also imagine some people just got sick and tired of their parents. Because a lot of people moved back home during that period.
A lot of people left New York, bro.
Right, to like go back home with their parents.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have a good relationship with your siblings or your parents, you got stuck in like a bubble,
man. There was times
that would suck.
Dude, a friend of mine, I won't say her name, right? Sweetest girl in the world, right? but they all did the bubble living thing, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, her father is on the board that was one of the doctors to finding the cure for COVID.
Oh,
So
wow.
he actually knows Dr. Fauci.
Oh, he does.
Yes, he's been on CNN.
Oh, you mean this guy, this father?
This father.
Oh,
And also, mind you, the wife now, she's a very well-known, the mother, she is a well-known like YouTube chef.
huh?
I don't want to say more because I'm trying to keep her privacy, right?
Okay.
During COVID and everything, they fucking got divorced
Oh shit.
because they couldn't stand each other.
Oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. I believe a lot of divorces did happen.
It did.
You know?
It did.
So I was
It
like,
was a great time for divorce lawyers. Yo, it's true.
yo, market is booming, baby.
Whenever like these large companies are suing each other, I'm always thinking the only people benefiting from this are the lawyers.
Wow. I never think
In like
you're
anything,
right.
like
You always need a lawyer.
you always need a lawyer for everything. They're the only people that will benefit through like a poor economy, recession.
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter.
And mind you, like they're like the perfect nuclear white family.
Can I ask, like, what's her family structure? Is she the only child?
She has siblings.
Yeah.
The only thing, I'm not trying to knock on her, but we got along very well because we also she has a younger sibling as well who has kind of a mental disorder.
Okay.
And that's the reason why like I'm not too hard on my brother.
Yeah.
It's because like I think he does suffer from like severe depression.
Oh, that's also why I'm not hard on you.
Yeah.
You struggle from severe stupidity.
Fuck you. But because of that, like I can't be too hard on him. So that's the thing too. There's times where I felt like I was pushing it too. So she has a younger sibling. She had mental issues and stuff. So we bonded kind of like that through like trauma bonding. But if you saw the family, you're like on paper, they're like, wow.
On paper, they seem
they
perfect.
look like the perfect American family. They live in Connecticut, beautiful fucking forest home. You know what I'm saying? Cobblestone and
By the
everything.
way, every time I drive to certain parts of Connecticut, the traffic is shit. I don't know how people live there because there's a lot of people that work in Manhattan, New York City, but
they live in Connecticut. Yes, that I do know.
I don't know how the fuck they do it. They must time the drives like perfectly to avoid traffic or something. Every time I've driven to CT, it's a piece of shit.
So I noticed that. That's why a lot of them tend to have later shifts because then they could there's no traffic.
Oh, they avoid rush hour.
Yeah, because
they avoid the peak times.
So I knew a lot of guests when I was serving at Nobu. They'll have dinner and then they'll go home.
Okay.
So they'll purposely get fucked up or do happy hour.
I hope they're taking an Uber back home then.
No, bro.
Yo,
drinking and driving, there's so many of these people doing that shit still.
Fuck that. Okay, let's go into some of the responsibilities of the oldest child. And in this particular case, let's take it from our Asian perspective a little bit.
Okay.
Financial responsibilities.
Yes.
Do you? Well, actually, you've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
You're basically the breadwinner for the entire family.
Yeah.
Is that because of choice, or is that because
I don't know? That's the thing.
Or do you just fall into it because of where your parents are financially? Because I think for me, it's a little bit different. My parents are still working.
Mm-hmm.
My parents worked hard to save up a lot of money on their own so that they didn't need my financial subsidies.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Subsidies?
Subsidies, yeah, sure.
Whatever. Like
Subway sandwiches.
They didn't need me to like financially support them during this point in their life right now. Obviously, when they get older, if there's ever a need that comes up, obviously I'm there for them.
Yeah.
But there's no like financial need for me to take care of them. The only thing that like, guys, I always joke about this, but like, you know how eggs are so expensive now?
Dude,
but
they are.
I never feel it because my mom still buys all my eggs for me. She buys all my eggs. She buys all my eggs. She buys all my fruit.
Really?
She buys all of that for me because when I see her every Sunday, I
those
go
peaches,
buy those peaches.
They're always from her.
They're $3.99. They're $4 to her. They're $0 to me.
Wow.
Every Sunday when I go over and then I hang out, I come home with like cartons of eggs and fruit.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
dude, that's love, bro. That's love right there.
That's the basic thing.
That's love, bro.
If anything, my parents are financially taking care of me.
I think
and with the rising cost of eggs and fruit, they're constantly paying more money for it. But it's true, they're like
expensive, man.
As the oldest kid, and like on my wife's side, it's the same thing too because they have only all.
She has a good amount of sisters, right? I think
it's all sisters. So for this discussion's sake, like there is no one specific male son on her side that is like by default the one that's going to be responsible for everything,
carry more of the burden kind of thing.
So her and her sisters actually divide all the responsibilities equally between them, which is actually a very good. I think my wife and her sisters are one of the few group of sisters that I know that don't have any issues with each other.
I was just gonna say that
because we know a lot of people that like
they hate the sisters.
It's just weird or something, or like there's some kind of thing there. But my wife's sister group is actually very close in that way, so they split responsibilities of my mother-in-law equally
Man.
between them. But on the other side, like my mom is also part of a large group. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 sisters, including my mom, and then
Oh,
one
shit.
youngest brother to them, uncle to me.
Oh,
so
wow.
he's by far the youngest one.
Yeah.
And there's all these sisters above him,
Yeah.
but that family structure is
That's
still
so rare.
it's still over in China. It feels like they just kept trying.
Yo, I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
Was that the thing? Like they were like, "Yo, we need one dude."
They just kept
one
trying.
dude.
Yeah, because it's like 4 girls and holy shit, still keep trying.
Yeah.
In his case, he is by far the youngest person in that family structure, but he still has
By a landslide.
and he has full responsibilities for taking care of everything.
Like full or like primary?
Primary and full.
Wow.
Primary and full. I mean,
Okay.
when push comes to shove,
They're all chipping.
they all chip in, but he should be responsible for everything.
Yeah.
As the oldest kid,
Yeah.
or as the only male in like these Asian family structures that follow
Right.
this traditional way of thinking, they also inherit everything. So
yes.
so my uncle, he gets everything. So all the houses that my grandpa had to his name are his. It just skips all the other sisters that maybe took care of him a lot better,
Oh.
maybe was so much more responsible.
That's
just
interesting.
skips all those people
That is
and goes
very
directly
interesting.
down to him.
I'm trying to think about if I know like it's a given if you're the oldest male,
Yeah.
but I wonder if like if we had, let's say I had an older sister,
Yeah.
would I inherit everything? I
Yes.
think I would still inherit everything
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, still. So like that's on his case, or he has older siblings that are all female above him, way older, that have done like way more in their lives to take care of
yeah.
the parents. But
Yeah.
he being the only boy, even though he's the youngest, he inherits fucking everything.
Wow.
But that is a very traditional Chinese way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he got fucking lucky.
he did get fucking lucky.
Because usually also when you're the youngest, you get all the hand-me-down.
Yeah, he's also the father of my cousin who's doing very well.
Yeah, yo, dude. Your uncle,
Talk
right?
about winning the lottery twice.
Yo, I was just gonna say, this dude is. Damn, I'm jealous of you. I'm very jealous of your uncle. Right? I want to meet him. I can tell he's a very happy man.
he's doing very good right now.
I remember last time he sent a picture of a very very nice bottle of wine. I'm not gonna say what kind of red wine.
I like going to his parties.
I could tell why. I can see why.
It's very good.
What's it? I am poor, but I've worked with a lot of rich people, and I know, and I've got to try a lot of great expensive wine.
Oh, let me grab this bottle of wine just to see if you know what it is. Hold on a second, okay? I'm taking
oh
off my
my god!
headphones.
Lingjie didn't say. I'm gonna have you let it try it.
No, this bottle of wine was gifted to my father by my cousin, the one that's doing very well, and
Yes.
then my father gave
Can
it
he
to me.
sponsor us?
I don't think he sponsor you. Ben, talk about something related to topic while I step away for 2 seconds.
Okay. This is really weird because Lingjie is literally walking away. Dude, I have no idea what to fucking say. I kind of like lost track because I want to see this wine, motherfucker. I'm not even waiting for Lingjie to fucking put his shit on. I'm legitimately, I'm feeling a lot of things right now. I'm feeling a lot of things right now.
I think this bottle is $250.
This is more than $250,
Is it?
bro.
Is
Yes.
it more? Okay.
I will
There's
give you $250 right now.
There's different versions of this.
I know what this is, bro.
Okay, never mind.
This is California Cabernet, Robert Mondavi. I don't even want to say it, but
But it's saying words that I don't understand. Opus something.
it's called Opus One. To put it plainly, it is the GOAT of all types of California red wines.
And this is
You could make the case for just all types of red wines.
yes.
I want to smash this bottle right now out of pure fucking hate.
So this is a more expensive bottle than I have drank. The time we are at his house, we had a cheaper version of this. This was just a gift for Father's Day from him to my father, which was then re-gifted to me because I am the oldest kid and I get everything.
Holy shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Lingjie eventually gets a fucking case of this shit. But also, I just want to say for the record, if I'm not mistaken, either 2017 or 2018 in California was actually one of the best seasons for wines.
Okay.
So that alone already, Lingjie's probably surprised that I know this kind of stuff.
I mean, you work in fine dining, so I'm not surprised.
This vintage is actually one of the best ones to have.
Okay. There you go,
I
guys.
feel like I'm on like fucking, what's that thing? What's that show called?
I don't know.
Fucking Antiques Roadshow.
Antique Roadshow. Oh,
That's what it feels like right now.
It is.
This is what it feels like.
Antique
I'm
Roadshow.
literally explaining it to him, and I'm giving this motherfucker a brief history about this. If any of you listeners are wine connoisseur, I do love Robert Mondavi's wines. I think they make they're just the OG of California wines, and Baron Philippe de Rothschild. They're very well known in the wine world as well. God damn, I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Ben is saying words I don't really understand.
Yeah, this didn't even turn into the podcast. This just turned about my love for wine at this point. This is a very, very, very nice bottle.
Thank you.
I'm gonna steal this. Damn.
You can take the Dom that's in the same fridge. That's probably cheaper than this.
Wow. I feel guilty about it, but this is a really nice bottle. Do you ever think about like when you're gonna drink this?
Oh, so my dad brought it over. He said keep it in my wine fridge. I said, well, we'll drink it the next time we get fast food or something.
I know you're just saying this to piss me off. I know you're just saying this to piss me off right now.
I was like, Dad, should we drink this wine over hot pot? Just have all the spices numb the flavors of this wine. So
what a waste of fucking. Just drink this alone.
Yes. I think so. I think I will. Next time my dad comes over for any kind of like,
just enjoy it with nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just invite myself over.
Please put that bottle carefully on the floor until we're done with this episode.
Yeah, I don't want to hold on to it because of even the warmth of my hand. That's how like respectful I'm trying to be of this bottle.
Ben's ruining this thing with his poverty.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin.
Ben got some poverty stains on my wine.
I'm just gonna fucking steal that bottle and replace it with like a bottle of like Yellowtail. You fucking piece of shit.
Yo, shout out to Yellowtail for their branding and their marketing. It's actually good.
That is true.
Because wine has very poor customer loyalty. So when you can actually make a brand of wine that's actually well known, like Yellowtail, even though it's trash wine, their marketing does very well. Because like a random person goes into like a liquor store and they just want to get something that they're familiar with. So they say, "Oh, Yellowtail, it's cheap. I've had this before. Whatever, it's fine."
They made cheap wine a fun, festive thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, going back to the responsibilities, I was saying like, I think traditionally in Asian households, if you are the guy by default, you just get everything. I actually don't know how it works if you have like multiple kids of similar ages that are boys. So if you have like two boys are
if you're
similar,
the oldest, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter,
as long as
right?
you're the oldest.
It should be like that, right?
Yeah.
That kind of sucks in a lot of ways.
Unless you're twins, maybe. But
what if you're the oldest son?
Yeah.
And you have a younger son, but you're the useless son, and the younger one is actually the one that's taking care of your parents.
I think in this case,
like
if my younger brother was the oldest brother, he's still the same way, and I'm the same way.
Yes.
I don't know. I think
it's like what's stronger, tradition or practicality? Like
right, exactly. Nature versus nurture.
Do you give it to the useless oldest son, or do you give it to the much more useful younger son?
You know what's funny? Even with like my cousins, two boys, the oldest one is super. I know you're not going to agree with me, but like I like to think comparatively, I'm the more mature, responsible one.
No, I don't believe, but please go on with your thing.
But he is as well in that sense, where the younger one just didn't do anything. Put it this way, my aunt literally threatened him like, yo, if you don't get married and start a family, I'm cutting you off the trust fund thing.
Trust fund baby.
Yeah, trust fund baby.
How old is he?
He's older than me.
Is he?
Yeah, dude. I remember when I was younger and he used to hang out with him, we would just go bar hopping.
Yeah.
He would just get always kicked out from like being stupid and being like.
And his mother is just trying to pressure him to get married and like.
And hopefully that
pass on the name.
Also, just maybe it'll help him just fucking be more responsible and get his shit together.
Oh, passing on the name thing. That's actually why it's okay. That's actually a reason why a lot of older Asian people give so much of it to their oldest son, if there is only one son, as opposed to like the girls, because passing on the name, the legacy, the last name, and everything. Like my uncle, even though he's the youngest, because he's a male, and traditionally when they get married, whatever, he'll pass on his surname to his kids. Like in that lineage and that family tree going down, he's the only one that's passing it down. Nowadays, you can be much more like progressive and say like if you have two last names, you can have like two kids.
Both. Right.
Like one kid can have that last name and the other kid can have a different last name. Like I think that's a much more fair way of doing it. But if you're speaking like strictly traditionally, then that's another reason, right? You want the one that's carry on that lineage to get more of the funds because they're carrying on that lineage.
I get it. Yeah,
like
you want to, in this case, like putting all your eggs in one basket.
It's not fair, but I think that's the logic behind it, right? Like if they're the ones that can be carrying on, I guess they kind of view unfairly, of course, that the daughters that are being married off are being
going to adhere to, that family.
Right, they're being absorbed by the other family, as opposed to your sons who are just branching off directly from you and not being absorbed. Kind of fucked up that now I'm saying all this out loud, right?
No,
it's not stupid.
But that's how it is. That's what I'm saying. It's not fair, but these gender roles in societies where, this kind of how the customs are.
Yeah.
It is fucked up. There are still arranged marriages, for example, right?
Yes.
In some ways, people say it's fucked up, but to them, that's what they know.
Right. And that's from the outside looking in. Like you don't know if like sometimes people do want that for themselves. If they do, more power to them.
Going back to my cousins and stuff, right? they're mixed, but they're white technically, right?
Yeah.
Interesting enough, there was a point when my father came to America. So when he came to America with my aunt and my grandmother, they actually used to live, at one point, my dad used to live in Chicago with them.
Yeah.
But my uncle, he was not comfortable with it because he's, in Asian families, it's kind of makes sense to like have
intergenerational living.
Right, exactly, right? That's normal. But it was causing tension between their marriage that my father, this is the one time, few moments I was like really proud of him. He said, "Hey, I don't want to jeopardize your relationship with your husband. Don't worry, I'll take grandma and I'll figure it out."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. My dad had like,
but then he's also the son, the oldest son.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's not.
Where's the oldest son?
My father's actually the youngest.
Where's the oldest sons? In Korea?
They're all in Korea. Long story short, my father, the youngest male, pretty much sacrificed his whole life just to make sure our grandmother was okay, because our grandmother and grandfather actually ended up divorcing at a very late age.
Yeah.
My father was the only one to out of the males.
So your father's older brothers didn't feel the responsibility to either have your grandma stay in Korea or for them to come over here.
Right.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and my aunts, his sisters were more understanding because obviously she's a female.
Yeah. Because gender roles again, not fair. Yeah.
And that's the thing with my father is funny is because pretty much like they try to reach out to him. He likes to be very adamant, so he does
to throw it back in their face.
He's like, "Go fuck yourselves." Like, I did this shit by myself. You guys didn't do shit. Fuck you guys. And I've heard him say it like publicly to their faces. So that's the one thing I will respect about my father is that he made tremendous sacrifices that he didn't want to do as well, I guess. And maybe that's why I kind of like do these stupid things myself. But yeah, that's what happened. So in the white family, he's like, yeah, it's normal. Once you're 18, you're supposed to move out.
You get the fuck out of here.
You get the fuck out of here, right? Regardless if you're male or female.
That's probably the other large responsibility besides financially taking care of your parents at a later age. It's just that living with them, the physical part of it.
Yeah.
Because as the oldest son, as the eldest child, depending on the situation and the structure, you are responsible traditionally for taking care of your parents. And most of the time with Asian people, unless they're in need of like constant 24-hour nursing care, they're not gonna go to one of those nursing homes. They're more likely gonna stay with one of the kids and then they're gonna take care of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're in a situation where the kids cannot provide constant medical care that's sufficient for their medical needs, then at that point they just have to be in like a nursing home, right?
Yeah.
But that's always last resort. Like you never say, "Oh, you're going to a retirement home," not even a nursing home, because retirement homes are like,
oh yeah, those are like for rich people, right?
Yeah, like it's like college for older people.
Yeah.
Like they're dorming somewhere and they're having field trips.
Hey, where are you going? I'm going to NYU.
Oh, it's like summer camp. It's like all year summer camp for your older parents,
That's
right?
nice.
That's like a rich white person kind of thing to do.
Yeah.
You would
A
almost
retirement
never
home.
see like an Asian person sending their parents to a retirement home, because
That's
like
true.
you are their retirement home, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So you do get the burden of that, which depending on the person might be kind of tough.
Oh yeah.
You're already living with your parents, so that's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you had a wife and like kids and stuff, that makes things a little bit more complicated, right?
I've had that talk. I said, eventually I'm gonna have to like leave, right?
Yeah.
That's why now we're in a better position. Hence with my brother, he's been slowly chipping in actually now.
Okay, that's good.
And with my family, financially, we're in a much better position.
But between the two of you, who's going to live with your parents?
Oh, he is.
Why?
Because
I mean, long term,
it's gonna be him.
late stage life.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's never getting married?
Yeah, and I know that already. He's gonna live with them. Like I already know that.
What if he gets married?
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Let's just say
Let's just say you're both married and have kids. Who's living with your parents?
Bro, dude, come on, man. Like
you're like 100% certain your brother is not gonna get married.
I'm 95%. How about that? 90%.
Hypothetically, if you're both married and with kids, who's living with your parents?
Then I will. I will do that. If that, I will gladly. How about this? If that motherfucker got married and did all that shit, I will gladly.
That's true.
Put it that way, then.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I have to live with my parents, but you have a life and I don't have to worry about you.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So, and this is the part where like I don't know if it's maturing or he's just getting older. So he's a lot more open and receptive, I guess, about things like this. About, this is what's going to happen. Eventually, our parents are not going to be here. That's a big thing too. Like I don't want to sound cocky, but like, I know for you, you're like, and our fat friend, if I remember, his advice was, "Yo, you should just get someone pregnant." Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's
and I said like, bro, that's like the worst advice. That's the worst. I'm like, dude, are you crazy?
Yeah.
But I know what he was saying. At the
Coming
same
from
time,
a guy whose life goal is to win the lottery, that's not really sound advice.
Oh, guys,
All right,
please.
let's get to a few points over here.
Yeah, please listen to our bonus episode if you can.
Will you treat your kids differently in terms of like this Asian eldest kid structure, responsibility, yada yada, all the stuff that we talked about? When you have your own kids, will you treat them the same way or a little bit differently? For me, I think I've always joked about this. There is no argument in my case because right now my son is the only child, and me and my wife are content with just one kid right now.
Okay,
and I am the only kid, so it's like it's just okay. You're getting everything. Oh, you're taking care of everything, and you're getting everything. Like there is no questions, right? There is no like family feud about who's getting the most money, who's getting whatever.
But you're open to like, oh, wait, actually, no. You talked about this. You said that you don't feel the need to have more kids.
I personally don't feel the need to have more kids. Me and my wife has made that choice at this point in our lives, but obviously things can change. But right now we're pretty content with things as is. So this lineage of the He family, my family, like has no disputes. It's just straightforward. You know, he has no disputes. Sometimes even when he's at my parents' house, his grandma's house, they always joke like, "Oh, we're in your house right now," because he's gonna inherit that house. It's gonna go down to me, and eventually it's gonna go down to him.
That's some like dynasty fucking like king shit right there.
Yeah, but I'm saying there is no dispute. There is no question just because there's one of us. Like,
damn.
I've never thought about.
You gotta be careful with that because like if you tell them at a you don't want to spoil the kid, right? Because then they're gonna grow up to be entitled. Yeah,
so we try to balance that. We also try to tell them like
you give them a good old backhand.
No, no physical. But I'm just saying shit costs money. But at the end of the day, all this is yours when we're dead.
Yeah.
This is also why I always like when I go out with my parents. Sometimes me and my parents sometimes will kind of fight over the check, right? Which is kind of weird, right?
Because I know yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't ever feel bad when they pay for the bill because to me, that's just an advance on my inheritance. Oh
my God. Oh.
Think about it mathematically.
No,
it's
you're
the
right.
same shit.
So
they're spending my money right now.
Yeah, so like sometimes I told you like my dad likes to collect fucking like those fucking silver
pennies,
and gold and all that
coins.
Stuff. Yeah, but he has really expensive, metals. And sometimes like he'll be like, "Hey, can you just chip in?" And I'll curse at him. I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? I don't want to keep buying your gold, whatever." X, Y, and Z. But he's like, when I die, you're gonna get all this. Yeah, so he uses that card on me all the time. He's like, "Son, this is technically for you." I'm like, "Yo, you are such a piece of shit." And because he says that, I oblige. By the way, can you give us our listeners out there how you visualize? How do we visualize when you say money bag?
We were doing a bonus episode just before this, and we were talking about bags of money, and I said, bags of money. Guys, if you're on YouTube right now,
why do you still do that?
If you're on YouTube or if you're on if you're on Spotify video, this is how I physically say I'm holding bags of money.
You say holding you got to put it close to your face, bro. You want to make sure it's really, it's
Guys,
really there.
If you were to have like a hypothetical cartoonish bag of money and you were holding it in front of you and trying to feel out the weight.
What cartoon character fucking jerks off the money bag, bro?
I'm just saying you would hold the bags like this. Getting on to our favorite part of the whole podcast. This is a ranting and raving. This is the part where Ben and I like to give our thoughts about something good happening in our lives. That's not Ben. And something negative happening in our lives.
Wow.
That is Ben.
Wow.
I'm going to start this off because I'm kind of hungry right now. I still think, and this is without a doubt in my mind, I've had this thought ever since I've had this thing. Jollibee's chicken is the best fried chicken, period. Like hot Jollibee's cannot be beaten.
I will second that. Yep.
It kills all the American fast food chicken chains. Even if you take like luxury, like Korean fried chicken of some brand, when it's hot, I still think hot Jollibee's beats out like good hot Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I can't stand Korean fried chicken anymore.
Really?
I've gotten so sick of it.
It's probably because you shove too much of it into your face.
But I totally agree with you. I think Jollibee's chicken.
Jollibee spicy chicken when it's hot. It's so fucking good. It is so good when it's hot.
Are we gonna be able to pass by one?
I don't think we're passing by Jollibee's later. It's so fucking good when it's hot.
There's a Jollibee's in the city now.
There's a Jollibee's in Jersey also. There's one in fucking Queens, dude.
I know.
In,
by Woodside.
Yeah, exactly. No, Jamaica.
No, there's one in Woodside too.
There's one the one in Woodside is painfully annoying to get to. The one in Jamaica is actually closer.
Actually, how far is Jamaica from here now?
Like 15, 20 minutes? I'm kind of giving away where we live.
No, so
someone sent you like a diagram of like What is 15 minutes away from that specific Jollibee's and
So
draw like an arrow?
if you take like the lure, right?
You can't take the lure to Jollibee's over here.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. So you take the. From, I don't want to go too specific, but
Ben, you might as well just fucking jog over there. You'll burn some calories, eat the chicken, then run back.
because from Flushing to to Woodside, it's technically what 2 stops, 7 minutes, and then it's right off. It's right off the block.
Yeah.
Of Woodside. And the thing about Jollibee's is their service is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the people smile at you, and I know
They're polite.
I also know they're smiling through their teeth and they're dead on the inside, but that's any customer service job.
Yes, but
so I'm okay with that. But the chicken is so good when it's hot.
Yeah.
And some people say like, hot Popeye's chicken, hot Korean fried chicken, hot whatever chicken is good. I get it. Just take all the chickens when they're at their
best,
at the
peak,
best, their
yes.
peak hotness.
Yeah.
I think Jollibee still beats out all of them.
It's like you'll take every prime athlete.
Yeah.
It's Jollibee still.
It's Jollibee's, right? Like
Yeah,
they are
I
the
agree with you.
GOAT. They are the GOAT.
They are the Michael Jordan of fucking prime time fried chicken. Their fucking pies are delicious too.
Their pies are absolutely good too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jollibee's, if you're listening to us, please. We just want to thank you for your non-sponsorship, but we will go.
We don't even want money. We just want free chicken.
Yo, holy shit. That would be like we made it.
We just want one piece of chicken. That's all we need.
I was gonna say a
We don't even
bucket.
want a
I want please a bucket. I need a bucket.
I'll just take one piece of free chicken. I'll be happy. All
One
right, Ben,
pie.
what do you have to rant about this week?
Pretty much. I kind of hate how like now fast food spots are really stingy with sauces.
Okay, we're not talking about
speaking of-
Jollibee's anymore, right?
No, we're not. Well,
Okay.
but like McDonald's, my beloved McDonald's is becoming. That's the one thing I hate now. I hate that they're actually like being really, really stingy with it.
Okay, you've worked at fast food. I've worked at fast food.
Yeah.
I've gotten told from my manager before in the past, stop giving out these sauces so
I
freely
have,
because
yes.
you too, right?
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because as the cashier, you don't give a shit. You want sauce, I give you all the sauce. I
Bro,
make a rain sauce, right?
I used to just fucking like a claw machine and just be like, here, and dunk it.
And the guy's like, I just got a soda. He's like, I don't need all the sauce.
I was just asking if I could use your restroom. I just wanted a soda.
It's like, what the fuck? I want this all sauce.
Oh,
But it's true though. Like it does cost a lot. So I'm thinking that from a business perspective,
Yeah.
why shouldn't be stingy with the sauce.
Yeah, but
But
yeah.
they're not gonna say no to you if you ask for more though. That's the thing. They won't.
No, I've been told sometimes, or they'll try to charge you. I'm like,
How much sauce are you getting, Ben?
Don't put this on me, bro. Like, if you try to order, all right, 20-piece nuggets, like how much sauce should you be able to get?
Minimum 4. Because when you get a 5-piece, you get 1 sauce.
All right.
So by mathematics, carry the 3, divide by 4. You should get 4 packs of sauce with the
Dude.
20-piece nuggets.
If you order through Uber Eats right now, you're only allowed to pick up up to 3 sauces.
Okay, 3 is not horrible. I thought you were gonna say 2. 2 would be horrible. 2 on
Damn
the
it, Lingjie.
2 on the 20-piece nugget would be bad. 3 I think is manageable.
It should be 2 per nugget. I'm just picking up.
Bro, how much sauce are you putting?
I'm a heavy sauce.
What's your favorite sauce from McDonald's?
Ooh, it's either the honey mustard or the ranch.
Oh,
Or the buffalo ranch.
sweet and sour. My whole family's sweet and sour. My son loves sweet and sour. My wife loves sweet and sour.
It's you people.
It's
It's in your blood. You can literally. I could taste it if I cut you right now.
Okay, guys, we're at the outro. Thanks again for your patronage. Thanks again for your listenership. Thanks again for your eyeballs. Thanks,
What the fuck?
thanks again for your earballs. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I grovel at your ability to sit through this entire podcast. If you guys laughed, you can give us a 5-star review on whatever app that you choose. If you didn't laugh, then listen to another episode until you laugh, and then
We need you to laugh.
and then give us a 5-star review after you do that. I say this all the time, but somehow it actually does do a lot. And I still don't get how there are so many listeners, but you
Yeah,
guys
that's
just don't
crazy.
leave the reviews. Like the math doesn't work out. Carry the 3, divide by the 4, whatever. The math doesn't work out.
You
So
ever
please-
like watch those YouTube videos where they're like, "Hey guys, like they check all their like statistics."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, it looks like technically I should have more X, Y, and Z."
Yeah, they're like 80% of you are not actually subscribed, but you're listening. Why is that? Why don't you just click the subscribe button? Yeah, well,
I know where you live.
just click the subscribe button.
Yeah, I know where you live. So
The same thing with you guys too. If you can take a couple minutes, it does mean a lot to us. Also, we have what else do we have that is not free, Ben?
Oh yes, we have merchandise.
No, we
Just
don't.
kidding, we don't have merchandise. We have our monthly subscription. Thank you so much for our patrons out there.
They're not actually Patreons. That's a different platform.
Oh yes, that's true. Don't
Ours
do
is-
Patreon.
Ours is specifically through Spotify and Apple. So whatever app that you're listening to, unless it's Google, I'm sorry, we can't get you there.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
just-
thank you so much for that. For our fat friend, dude, just fork it over. And by the way, I thought it was so funny how Lingjie refuses to give our friend that of 30+ years, pretty much. He said, "How much is yours?" He's like $4.99.
Hey guys, if you're one of these subscribers, if you're like the people that are paying us money, would you feel okay if I gave that free content that you're excuse me, the
Wow.
paid content that you're paying
Look
for
at you.
to our friend? I don't even give it to my wife.
Wow, look at you.
Actually, if my wife asks for it, I probably
You're
give it to
gonna
her.
give it to
I'll give
her.
it to
She's
my
your wife.
But I don't give it to our close friends though, not for free.
Wow.
Okay, so for those of you that do subscribe, I appreciate it. For those of you that don't, it's all cool. We have a new episode every single week. So like I said, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just for those of you that can't afford to do it. It's also like showing just general support for the podcast because ideally we would like to like, I don't know, what do we want to do with the money?
I don't know. I'm losing money. I was late again. I had to fork over $60. I'm literally at this point. I'm just paying just to be allowed to go on this now.
Ben paid for 12 subscriptions today.
That's a year. That's almost a year.
Oh, Ben paid for a year's worth of subscriptions
Oh
today.
my god.
And he gave me $60. Hey guys, don't think about $60, okay? Think about $4.99, okay? $60 sounds like a lot of money.
Or if you buy for the whole year, it will only be $49.
It doesn't work like that.
Just kidding.
I don't think the apps work like that.
Oh, it doesn't do it like that.
I don't think the apps work like that.
Oh, it's just kidding.
I wish it could, but I don't think it actually works like that. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Adios.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Vamonos. Good night. Good
Love
evening.
you guys.
Holy shit, it's very hot.
It is hot, right?
Okay.
Woo.
Bye. Love ya.